What up, guys? Just want to do a little update on my 68 Volksrod Night Owl. Basically, I haven't posted on YouTube in a while just because I've been doing some other projects. It's getting that time of year to do some gardening, so I've been doing some planter boxes, doing a lot of repairs on my wife's Liberty. If you're a follower, you see that I've posted a few repairs on YouTube on that. So that's where I'm at with my lack of posting. But trying to get at least a video out a week to kind of keep you up to date. Getting down to the nitty gritty on this guy. You guys been following. I've got the engine tuned. Just gotta pull it and do some minor adjustments in the rear end as far as painting and put some heat shields on. Recently I've took the rear end apart. Is way too stiff, so I wanted to loosen that up a little bit. Lower the rear end about another inch, and then coming inside, I got floorboards that I've custom floorboards that I made. Also working on the throttle linkage, getting that thing dialed in, and then just some body work here and there. Making it look clean. Still got to do all the body work on the front. Let's see, I got the hood mounted, shaved down, nice lines on that. I got my nose back on and starting to weld up the bumper. So that's where I'm at with this guy. I'll do a little walk around on it and show you where I'm at. So we'll start in the rear. Working on an exhaust system right now. I like this system. It sounds awesome, but I just want to get something with a little more baffles in it, quiet it up a little bit more. So I'm making a different system. What I'm going to do is actually put a 45-degree angle here and come off with two pipes similar to what it is now, but I'm going to be putting on motorcycle exhaust mufflers. So hopefully I can baffle those out and quiet it down a little bit more. I don't mind the noise so much, but if I'm going to use this as daily driver, I don't want to be waking the neighbors up every morning. So I got that. Got new fuel regulator on. The old one just was shot. It wasn't holding any pressure and just allowed my pressure to jump up. I believe it was 6 or 9. It was pretty high. I got that on a couple videos back as well. So like I said, moving on to the side. Took apart the rear end and lowered it 1 inch. Let me get a light on that. So moving on to the side here, took apart the rear end. It was just way too stiff. So I basically had to reset my spring tension. Before, this thing was hard on the mount here where the stop, and now it's about a 1/4 inch, maybe half an inch off. All in all, lower the rear end about another inch and allows for the suspension to actually work. Before, I couldn't even get this thing to roll at all. It was just too tight. So yeah, I got that readjusted. Look on the inside, my custom, I guess, I don't know if you call those Kafer bars or shock tower supports, or I don't know exactly what you call them. But anyways, I took the design basically from the Kafer bars, I believe they're called. It just supports the transmission and the shock tower. So got that. I still got to work on my finish of floorboards or sideboards. I got something that I want to put on there. I just got to cut them up and make them fit. But let's go on inside. So on the inside, made these custom floorboard pans. Basically, it's going to lift off the floor pan about 2 inches to allow for insulation underneath and to allow me to run all my electrical cleanly and hide it all. So this raw aluminum that you see here, that's going to have carpet on it. It's actually lipped here, so to have just enough carpet to butt up against that. It's going to go right underneath it. So the biggest reason why I wanted to make this is so I could have better foot control on my pedals. Basically, it would lift my heel off the ground 2 inches to where I can actually use these pedals a little better. They're a little tall. I like them, but they're a little tall for this application, but maybe it's just me. But if you look over there, I got my throttle cable hooked up right back there. So it is hooked up to the carburetor. It is working. So I'm trying to set this up so I can actually, when I'm driving, heel toe it when you're shifting. It's got about 2 inches of movement before you hit the throttle, so you can just heel toe it and make smoother shifts. So got that, working on some Bondo work on the inside, cleaning up just a little bit here and there, smoothing it out. I am putting a speaker box on both walls, so it's going to cover a lot of that, but I'm still going to clean it up, make it look smooth. You can see the Bondo on the vent holes. I'm going to smooth that out, so basically close off those vent holes. Been working on some rust repair in these corners. Still got to do a little bit. As I was grinding it, I noticed it was a little thin right in here, so I still got to fill weld this and then grind it down smooth again. And then of course little piece right there I gotta still grind down. So I don't know if the light's that good or not, but so anyways, working on that. Coming on to the front. Worked on trying to get this gap, nice smooth gap all the way down 1/8 of an inch. That'll allow for me to put some gasketing material on there and seal it up. Worked it all the way around, across the top and onto the other side. Also worked on getting this thing pretty well lined up with the hood, or excuse me, the nose. Got my nose mounted. So I just still need to do some body work in here. And some body work in here. Smooth it all out, clean it all up, fill weld this guy so I can smooth it out easy enough. So I know it kind of looks odd right now because I got red paint, black paint, Bondo, blue paint, primer, black paint. So, but that'll all smooth out when I finish doing all my body work. So that's where I'm at with the Night Owl. But also did my roof rack. I just got to pull it down and paint it now. I think I'm going to leave these bolts the way they are, but paint this probably black, because the car is actually going to be like a olive green, flat olive green. So that's where I'm at with that.